What is up, guys? This is FazeR, and this is a video about player work rates on my team. I know this is a really late video, but I'm thinking it's going to be the same in FIFA 14 on my team, hopefully. Basically, for those of you who don't know what work rates are, you should do if you're playing on my team, really, because it's definitely important. But I'll just explain it quickly. Basically, every card or every player has an attacking work rate and a defensive work rate. Either one can be low, medium or high. So obviously if they're high attacking, it means they push forward more, so ideally that would be your forward players. And if they're sort of medium, they will, medium attacking, medium defensive, they'll sort of go between the two. And if they're like a high defensive and a low attacking, then they'll sit right back. So obviously you want definitely your centre backs to be high defensive, so they don't push forward and get broken on the counter attack. Obviously your wing backs, you want to get forward a bit, but not too much. I mean, when you're playing a narrow formation like this, that bit of pace can help, but you don't want them forward too much, because obviously that pace can help you defend as well. So maybe like a medium attacking work rate for them, but definitely a high defensive. And obviously the attackers, you want high attacking, low defensive. And then the midfielders, you kind of just want to have sort of a free roll, I suppose. I mean, you don't want them too out of position, but I'd say like a medium for most of your defenders would be alright, because then at least they're helping with the attack and the defense. But really it's up to you and your style of play. I mean, maybe you could have your central midfielder on like a high defensive, so that he helps defend, and then these two on sort of a high attacking and a medium defensive. But it's really up to you. But basically I'm just going to take you into game and show you how to do it quickly. Now, a lot of the players that I have on the pitch already have sort of quite good work rates. Like, I know most of them forward players have high attacking, low defensive. So I'm just going to change the teams up, because I know this team has a few work rates that would be good to change. So I'm just going to quickly stick these cards on, and then I'll show you guys how you do it. Obviously I know this has been done before, this isn't like the first video on it or whatever, but like I said, I'm hoping it'll be the same in Ultimate Team on FIFA 14. So anyone who does watch my channel will see it here, and you'll know how to do it at a later date. So you can do it once you get in game. If you go into like an online game, you can do it in there, but an easier way is just to click play a friend squad. So you can go on any of your friend squads, and this won't affect your wins to losses or whatever. It will just, if you go in and then do what you've got to do and then quit, it won't affect anything. So just click play match, start up against obviously whatever team you've chosen, and then when the game starts, you're just going to want to go into team management and change the formation. I'll show you guys how to do that. So once you get in, you just need to pause it straight away. Obviously if you don't kick off, you'll need to get possession if you're doing this in game, but most of the time this works, because like sometimes after you sort this out, it doesn't save properly, so when you get in game the formation isn't there, but majority of the time it does. So basically you go into formations, and you want to go in whatever formation you're using and press X to edit, and then it'll come up with all the players' names here, and you can see that A is select player. So if I select this player and go over work rates, you can see on the arrows there that there's some blue, some yellow, some red. Red means low, I believe, and blue means high. So if you've got this player, for instance, this is Falcao, my left forward, his default would be high attacking, which is the blue, and medium defensive. But because he's not got that much pace, you often find him out of position if you have him on a medium defensive. So if you change his defensive to low, that is obviously going to be better, and he's going to stay in position more. Same as Benzema here. He is in a medium, which means he's never really in position. He sits more of a centre forward position. So you want to change his attacking to high and his defence to low as well. And obviously, well, for my playstyle, I'd quite like my centre forward to be forward on all the attacks as well, so I'd do that for him as well. I always leave my central midfielders because they just kind of roam around in the middle. None of them are particularly high at anything. You can see there that Xabi Alonso is a high defensive, which is obviously handy. We've got Cesc Fabregas, who is a high attack and medium defense, which is quite handy, and then Ozil is a medium attack and a low defense, so that's fine. The main problem comes from your defenders, actually. So we've got Pepe here, and Pepe has a medium attacking and a high defensive, which is all right, but you'd prefer it on low, because he's reasonably pacey, but he doesn't really want to get forward too much. You want him back to do like the defensive stuff. And people like PK, see, this is the problem you have. PK is very slow. He's not got. I mean, he's an absolute tank of a centre back. Like, he's hard to get through. His interceptions are good. His heading's good, but he's really just not very quick. So if he's high attacking and medium defensive, that's it, to me seems crazy for a centre back. I know obviously Barcelona's style of football, they don't really need to do too much defending because they're always on the attack half the time. But Really, you want it low defense and high attacking. High defense and low attacking, so that PK definitely sits back, because obviously where he's very slow, he's going to get broken on the counter attack, and it's not going to be good for your defense. And same with my wing backs, I always put a medium attacking and a high defensive, so that they get forward a bit but not too much. Now this isn't like foolproof, obviously. I mean, it definitely helps, but sometimes the players do still seem to drift off. I guess that's because of their natural work rate. Sometimes I find that they don't quite follow the things that you've set, but it definitely does help. And when you change a work rate, it doesn't apply to the player, because you're actually editing a formation. When you press B and you save the formation, you can apply that to any team and it will change that position. It won't actually change the specific player, it just changes whoever's playing in that position. So if we quickly go into this game now, you'll be able to see that people like PK don't particularly get forward. I'm just going to play against this team. But you can see my back four there are all sitting back. Even once I'm on possession, you can see their PK is just tracking back and tracking back. He's not running forward at all. He's not trying to get into any sort of forward position. And when I start attacking in a second, you'll be able to see that they don't particularly pull forward. So I play a through one out, and that's Falcao there in quite an attacking position, and usually he would have dropped back to defend because he is medium defensive. But you can see, if you look on the radar, all my defenders, if I ping the ball back, I don't know why I ping that back, but I don't know why I went forward. If I play the ball back, you can see they're still sitting back here, they're still in my own half, they're not getting too far forward, and then they're here to cover this situation. And because I've got Jordi Alba on high defensive as well, he's also got back to help. And obviously, when you're playing against someone online, they would be much more sweaty through balls than what's just happened there. But as you can see again, I've got people attacking. Ozil's quite far forward, Falcao's quite far forward, so it definitely does work to a certain extent. I mean, sometimes, like I said, you do find that players seem to drift off a little bit, but I don't know if that's down to their morale or anything like that. But you can see how many players I've got back here to cover this situation. So you can see the defence definitely does work. They all stay quite far back, and obviously if you do have quick centre backs, then that's going to help even more. But like I said, see, I've had all them players back, but because of the way I've set my work rates, I've still got 3-on-3 when I go forward. So it really helps for counter attacks, and it helps you defend the counter attacks against you as well. So that's what I really want to show you guys. Apply it to your team, see if it helps you. Leave in the comment section below what you think, whether you think it really works or not. I definitely think so. I've noticed it a lot on players like Cavani, who have a high work rate, or players like Falcao and Benzema, who have like a high medium or a medium. It definitely seems to keep them in position more where I want them and where a striker really should be. So it's handy, just because a lot of people try and build their team on work rates that the players are set with. So knowing that you can change those work rates is really handy, and it means that you have a lot more flexibility in what players you can use to suit your play style. So thanks for watching, guys. That's all I wanted to make for this quick video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Leave a like if you want. Subscribe to my channel if you like my content. I'm going to be making a lot more content as of now. Obviously I was off YouTube for a while, but I am back. I have made a video or two since I came back. This is my third one, I think. So I'm coming back. I'm going to be trying to get videos up all the time. I'm going to be doing a lot of different stuff, like Minecraft, Call of Duty, all that different stuff. Any games you can think of, really, I will probably be playing and uploading. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on my next video. So guys, if you enjoyed that video and you would like to see more from me, click on the image in the middle. That'll take you to my previous FIFA video, talking a bit about my squads on Ultimate Team, and also some highlights from a couple of games in Division 1. If you'd like to follow me on Twitter, click in the top left. As soon as I upload any videos, I post it straight on Twitter, so that's probably the best place to follow me to see my videos. And if you'd like to subscribe to my channel, click in the top right. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.